find anything of interest up there? Or you go? Oh, I just done that a couple weeks ago.
Sam? Come here.
No.
Come here, Sam.
I'm coming.
See, I'm not the only one who thinks toys.
Hey, Katie.
Good picture.
That's a huge bull moose, isn't it?
Look at that hair. I couldn't do that.
Hey, Julie.
What? No.
He is in charge of the hot tub right now. Let's go around here. I'll be able to find him. We get that.
It's pretty.
It's beautiful.
See, we waste a lot of space. You'd be surprised.
Not everything we've ever done.
Those books heavy. Well, that's neat. I think that's just right.
I'd like to see him.
Oh, yes. Sammy, did you pass it?
That's true. You got so he can spell that one word beside himself.
Algebra class or when we were in the 7th grade, I can't remember. I remember the room downstairs on the,
It had been in the 7th grade.
I guess it was. And you were trying to explain a math problem, probably to me, because I was very dense as far as math was concerned. You were sweet.
And I talked about him, but not too much.
Well, thank you. I feel pretty good. How are you getting along?
Ornery as
Ever,
ever.
always, ever. I guess most of us are. Haven't changed an awful lot.
I don't see it wrong.
I don't know either. We just go out there and get the.
Well, I haven't seen Linda. I would like to see
We're
her.
gonna ride out there.
It's been years since I've seen Linda.
What you do? Yeah.
A lot of good
Are you related to the other Jim Carmichael?
Yes.
I go to church.
Just by second marriage.
I go to church with Jewel. She's my Jim Carmichael.
You know how serious it is.
Yeah.
Up north. When Linda and I were recording a few years ago, word got around to Jim Carmichael. Anyway, Jim Carmichael was chasing after us. And someone even told his mother about it. He and his mother already had a talk with him about what he was doing. So he was primed for it.
I made it a year.
He said, "Who is? That's the most ridiculous thing." I said, "It's not ridiculous. You know what I'm talking about." I knowing that he did know what I was talking about. He does.
Are they in it? Okay. I will see you all tonight.
See you all later. Okay. That's crazy up here.
Well, tell you what I am gonna do. We're gonna quit. I'm not going back to work and try to pick up that thing. So I've told her this call. They can live like that, but
What about Miss Cobb?
You remember I'm Jane Durham? I guess Norris came from the pretty well preserved. And I told this song was going to be told by her. She said he was still a free, and I said, well, I moved across the river. I went to Jeff. They look pretty good to
I've got 2 daughters and 5 grandchildren, 10 on down. Celebrated 28 years with this one over here this week. And I work for a painting company in Kingsport.
Louis? I wish you wouldn't do that, Louis.
I'm getting old. I got 3 boys and a girl and 3 granddaughters. That's my wife,
And you're retired.
Yes, back.
Didn't pay that main tax tonight. I'm Hayward Sale. My wife Cherry, I got 4 children. I'm a full-time farmer, still struggling. First base.
Are you coming this
Dan,
way?
go ahead.
Dan, you said go ahead.
I'm saying she up there, find out.
There's not time for Dan to tell about himself.
Go ahead, Jane.
I'm Jane. My husband Jerry. We have our daughter is the same age as some of your grandchildren. We have a 13-year-old daughter, and we live out of the Tryon, North Carolina area.
That's in our next Spartanburg.
Yeah.
20 miles.
We're about 20 miles from Spartanburg. And we're just 8 miles off of I-26, and when you come down that way, give us a call.
Okay.
Not all at once, please.
Hugh Johnson, I live in Florida. I have 2 daughters, 16 and 14. And I want to say a special thanks to Mr. and Mrs. Carmichael for this afternoon's food. And it's nice to see everyone.
You didn't thank me for the money I gave you.
Thank you, Mark.
I'll get her back tomorrow. Dan, you go ahead.
Agree told us.
Now, we expect a lot.
Damn ship. Got 2 sons, 1 grandson. We're gonna play golf tomorrow, if I don't play. Rain money.
Jack, go ahead.
Jack LaFollette, I'm still single. Man, it's a jungle out there.
For those of you who don't remember, I'm Linda McCracken Waters. This is my husband Ed. We have no children, so there's no grandchildren either. South Florida. Love it, semi-retired, and it's good to see all of you.
I'm Larry Cox. I just noticed in my album it said that though he's young looking and small, he chases them one and all, and I think Miss Hamilton's one put that in there. I have 5 children. We have a grandson, 4. This is my wife, Chris, and it's good seeing all of you. And I want to say it's a real pleasing pleasure for me to see these 2 teachers with us that I recall. The others I'm not too sure of, but these 2 I do remember. I don't remember Mr. Green.
No, now some of you don't remember Mr. Green. He taught us in the 7th grade, some of us. And you would come.
We're glad to have you.
Yeah.
He tried to teach some of us.
I didn't know it's Miss Leonard, though. Glad to have you too, Miss Leonard.
Fitzgerald Sanders, and this is my husband Joe. And I have 4 children and 2 grandchildren. And he's a farmer and I'm a rural letter carrier.
A male person.
A male person. That's a proper name, male.
I'm Gene Baker. I've been married to Pat here. This is my wife, Pat, for 22 years. And we still live here in the area. We don't have any kids. So unlike Linda, no grandkids. It's really a pleasure to see all of you.
Turn around here, let me look at you.
Sarah Hawkins Hayes, and I have 3 children, 1 grandchild, soon to have a 2nd grandchild. And I just recently quit work after 16 years with JCPenney.
I'm Doris Pickle, and I don't know why I'm scared to death all of a sudden. It's my husband, Bill Patton. We've been married for 28 years. Have 3 children, 2 grandchildren, and he's military retired, and we live in San Jose, California, for the last 8 years.
Letting Rob ask what's left of it. I have 4 children. Still live at Gray here. Good to see all of you. Got 2 grandchildren. Certainly been nice to meet all of you again. I sort of like Haley, though. I'm losing some of my hair. It don't hurt a bit. You know, the barber still charges as much slip cord as he does with that.
I'm Betty Sharkey Martin. This is my husband Arthur. We have 4 children, and our oldest son is married. The only one that's married. I've acquired a daughter-in-law since the last time I saw you. I sell Avon.
Come on, Brad.
I'm Virginia Tripp. I have 3 children. And my husband says I quit work the day I got married.
I'm Zilla Ford, and I still live in Alton Springs and work in Boones Creek, and I've got a dog and cat.
I'm Edna Woodward, Chris Sanger Woodward, and I have 1 son, 30 years old, and I'm semi-retired.
I'm Carol Cross Davis,
Better known as,
My daughter.
better known as Tootie.
And I've been with A&P for 25 years, bookkeeper.
Go ahead, Mary.
This is Charles Weingarter. I married him 25 years ago. He didn't marry me up. We have 2 children, Paul and Crystal. Some of you met them today. I work in Washington County as a teacher. We'll be working at Gray Elementary School. And if you want to volunteer any time to my class next year, you're welcome.
I'm Harmon Frost, my wife Betsy. We've been together about 25 years. Every now and then we forget, but we have 2 children.
How come I'm last? I'm Claude Duncan. 29 years for Barbara and me. This is my wife. We have 2 children and one. I'm a grandfather by 8 months. I'm really grateful for that. It's good that these things are very pleasurable for me. It's really good to see everyone. As I said the last time, I salute the teachers. The more I live, the more I would salute those that spend so much time with us, particularly the longer I live and what I see today. So I salute you again. And I want to thank, finally, Don, who always does a great job, and for what he did this past time.
It's all yours.
Well, I'm Jim Carmichael. I was the only dropout, I guess, in the senior class. This is my wife, Linda. We haven't been married that long. I have 5 children by a previous experience. I guess that's probably good for a prize. And sadly, no grandchildren. I've threatened my kids, if they ever have any children of their own, I'm going to have an unlisted address. My kids are spread from Manhattan to L.A., probably just to get away from me. I still support them all. I really want to thank you for being here and for those of you who joined us in our house. It was wonderful seeing you. A fellow once recently said to me, he said, there are only, excuse this chauvinistic comment, said there are only 3 types of men that come to reunions. Those who have succeeded and they want to show what they have done, or those who have kept their high school figures, or those who have a new wife they want to show off. I congratulate all of you for those wives that you are showing off. They're really beautiful. Don asked if I would say something, and it's always a mistake to ask a writer to speak. Because all writers have some sort of a compulsion, I think, to talk endlessly. I will not burden you with that. I will not say much at all, as a matter of fact. But this evening, when we were becoming reacquainted, reunited, particularly with our teachers, and I was talking to Mrs. Leonard, Miss Barnes, Miss Hamilton. I was thinking, Joe, I'll get to you later. Okay. I was thinking, can I think of some, what did we learn? What was there? What did they teach me that helped me in my life? And I couldn't think of a word. I couldn't think of a particular lesson. I couldn't think of a noun or a pronoun or a description they could give me. But I was looking at all of the rest of us and thinking, these are great people. We have exceeded extraordinarily. We have come from pretty to beautiful. And why? What's special? What did we give one another? What did we learn that gave us that extraordinary?
think back on these ladies, and I think being in those classrooms, seeing this character, having that character come from them to us, and that richness, that particular honesty and beautiful beauty of soul, that's what we learned. That's
Hugh was when we were driving from Carmichael home. And we're grateful to the Carmichael. I don't know of any other little stories that I could tell. Give us a little time. I'm not afraid to say, but right at the present, I'll not tell you more. But thank you again for inviting me.
First, I would like to introduce my wife, Leah. We've been married 39 years this last month. We have 3 children. They already live here in Johnson City, and 2 grandsons. And I've been wondering now for 30 years what kind of an impression I made upon those of you that I taught in the 7th grade. So I introduced myself, or met one young lady at Jim's house this afternoon, and she says, "I don't remember you at all." The first gentleman I met this afternoon at Jim's home, he said, "That's the only man that ever gave me a whipping in school." And it looked like every gentleman I ran into today said something about the way I could wheel the paddle. So I guess I impressed them some way. Jim, I thank you